Yo guys, Beast, back with some basic content. Today this is going to be is it worth the grind for the new Renji Yomo? He is a green type, so let's get right into his stats right now. Alrighty, so the first thing I noticed about his stats that really concerns me to begin with is his defense. It is a very, very low amount of 290 defense, 685 attack, and 7,250 HP. So overall, he's very, very weak in every regard. He's not going to be hitting very crazy. I mean, it's not the worst attack, but still, not hitting very crazy, not doing very much defense-wise, so he's pretty crap for defense, and he's not doing very much HP-wise. So let's get on into his little abilities here. First of all, his special one is reduces incoming skill damage by 20%, so that's pretty nice. And then, of course, the fourth one here is Heal Up B, increases healing of all allies by 10%. Everything else is the normal generic durability up, defense up, attack up, etc. We don't need to worry about that. Anyway, onto his skill. Get ready to fight level 5. Restores the HP of front row allies by 30% and cures bleed status. So, overall, not a good skill either. It's a healing skill. Let me quickly show you the team I have him on. And I guess we're going to compare him to damage to other people. I have one other green type on there. However, this is an exclusive type. And overall, we're just going to see how his healing skill does, because that's the main thing you'd be using this guy for. Overall, he's nothing crazy. I always think it's worth the grind, though, because it's 16 Kaku. But as for the unit being any good, let's get right on into this. So, we're going to be going against the blue Kagane Ward. Like I said, we're not going to take anything crazy here. We'll go against this, and then maybe we'll go ahead and take it against one other event. I don't know what else we'll do, but anyway, let's go. Actually, shoot, wrong game, BRB. I actually probably should have ended the battle there. Anyway, so let's get onto this with the correct team now. So let's go on over, and it should be this team right here. So, like I said, mostly festival units and a couple exclusives. Actually, 3 out of the 6 units on the team are exclusives. But I do believe this is still going to be just fine to be testing this free-to-play out. Like I said, the only thing we're really testing out is healing skill, and we'll go ahead and see how much damage he does. I do believe he's like a 30, maybe 40% heal, so he's not the worst overall, but he's definitely not any good. So, we're going to stop the auto battle here, and 13 AP right now, 1.4k attack-ish versus IFD 2.1. Now, once again, this is an exclusive unit, but yeah, overall, not hitting for very much. Actually, 3k on a crit there. So let's see how fast his skill charges real quick, because that's kind of important, I do suppose. We can't actually test his skill. Oh man, also look at my game's being buggy. I don't have the little like pull-up arrow for the actual attacks, which is really annoying. I think it's because I left it open most of the day, because I was finishing up farming him. Anyway, I think we're just gonna go ahead and actually let's intern here and see if they can do any damage to us. Because we need to lower our damage, or our health down first, and see just how well he heals. So we may just have to continuously spam intern here. Surprisingly enough, he's actually not doing the worst on defense, though he has terrible defense. And I have a feeling he'd actually die really, really quickly. Really quickly if we were to have him going against a little bit of a harder event. Like you can see, they're doing 1 damage right now to everyone here. So I guess this is the time to test out healing. He's gonna heal. I think it will go ahead and give us a percentage number. So let's see what it does healing wise. Like 3, 4. I think it was 5k at the end there. So not the worst healer overall. But like I said, he's nothing crazy. He does some okay damage. He's alright to have. I'm sure maybe you could use him on a free-to-play team. I actually kind of want to compare him to another free-to-play healer and see if he does more or less healing than other free-to-play healers. But I guess that's for in a bit. Let's see if maybe we can take some damage here on this round now. So we're just going to end the turn here. Maybe yeah, there we go. There's some damage. It's like the main thing is seeing how well he can heal here. That's his only purpose. 30. Oh yeah, he's healing 40% right now. So a 40% heal is not terrible. That's like almost a half heal. Also, he's not doing the worst damage here, but as you can see, this boy here, he's probably going to help us out with a little more damage than that boy there was ever able to do. But like I said, you're able to 100% them for free, and the Kaku is the reason why you always grind these guys up. The only reason why you actually grind a free-to-play up, at least for now, except for maybe a couple exempt people, like Hinami, etc., is for, you know, 100%ing them. Or 100%ing them collection and Kaku, because there's 16 Kaku available for this. So overall, he's not terrible. He is able to get the job done, and he doesn't look terrible, though the art's pretty lackluster. I do like the art, though. I do actually kind of like seeing him getting the final hit, because it looked actually kind of nice. But overall, he doesn't hit very hard. His defense is lackluster. As a matter of fact, let's take him against a real event, because I wanted to not take him against an event because I knew he's probably going to get hit pretty hard. But at the same time, I do want to test his healing skill for one. For two, let's see how far auto battle can get us. Actually, no, I'm still going to have to click. Anyway, on to the event. Investigator regrouping a Juzo. So, you know, I may actually go for the overkill on Juzo and get me an extra Kaku here. Because I don't actually think I've done that. So, actually, have I even done Investigator regrouping on B rank? Anyway, let's go. Alright, anyway, so, first things first, let's compare the two damages, 2.2 versus 1.5. Actually, you know, he's still not doing terrible damage by any means. 2, can we get a crit here? 3, okay. So 3 versus 3 base. Yeah, he's not doing anything crazy on damage, but then again, we're comparing him to an exclusive unit. His attacks are okay looking. They're kind of like ninjutsu looking crap. So, let's actually get through these first 2 rounds, and we'll let Juzo take some hits on us. Once again, ooh, like I said, heavy damage from everyone else but him. But anyway, so he's not a terrible unit, like I said. I think I've stated that a couple times. Pretty lackluster. Definitely the lower barrel of the free-to-plays. It just seems the way to shaft free-to-play, and the way to just make it a more free Kaku is legitimately just to give him a healing skill and don't let him do any damage with his skill. Which is really crap, because it really shafts a lot of free-to-plays. Like, either they need to do damage or have a very specific thing, and I suppose he does cure bleed, but I have so many other units to cure your statuses. I mean, I'm just gonna throw Toka there and solve that, and you're probably gonna pull a Toka at least one time. Okay, you know, we actually need to see the damage, so we gotta skip a turn here. Oh, I want to see the healing effect. I'd actually like him to hit the... whatever that guy's name is. Really hard. So, let's see how the healing goes. If we can heal up all the way, this is actually a really nice heal here, but it's probably not going to. Okay, 7.4k, I see you. I see you. You're not the worst at healing. So, once again, I may actually go for the overkill here for once, because I've never went for the overkill here, but I have a unit that is clearly capable of overkilling it. So, we may just have to throw some heavy damage out. Also, if you needed another green type to be doing heavy damage against the blue typing, he is a unit you can 100%, and 100% units usually do better than normal units. Oh, also, there's our skill again, so let's go ahead and get that 100% heal up. Now, I probably should have saved that for next round, but I think it's fine, due to the fact that, you know, you don't have to worry about it for the most part. We're gonna switch over to this guy for a second. The beautiful Jason boy. And then we're going to switch back to him. We do actually want to get Juzo down quite a bit. Like I said, though, look at that. 4.4 on a crit. That's not terrible, but once again, it's an advantage. The only thing he does is heal. He heals relatively well, though, so if you need a healing unit, or you need a green unit that also happens to be healing just for that extra bit of damage against one of these events, he's not terrible, and if you're a free-to-play that just doesn't summon for some reason and only uses free-to-play units, you could go for this. But, yeah, he's not that good. Also, I'm gonna have to use my skill again. Oh, man. We're gonna have to actually switch over to this Jason. Like I said, as you can see there's a good example of why his defense is terrible. But not too terrible, I suppose, because the other guy took about as much damage, and he has higher defense than him, so... very strange. Anyway, so we're gonna switch on over to this guy. Once again, we're gonna heal it up. We're gonna see how he heals himself. He heals himself pretty well, I do believe, but anyway. So, there we go. 11. Nice. 7k, 8.9. So that guy's 100% healed now. So, not a terrible healer. Like I said, I'm not saying that he's a terrible unit or he's completely trash. I'm just saying he's not very good. And you know, we'll save that guy up. That's fine. Let's also see how this defense goes. Once again, he's kind of boosted right now, I do believe. Just during warm-up period, maybe boosted. But overall, he's pretty bad. It's pretty bad free to play. The only reason why you'd farm this is for the Kaku, and I always suggest farming for the Kaku. So there's no actually. Ooh, we get to test something out here. So one of my units in the front actually has bleed. Go figure. I actually didn't suspect that, and he's also really low on HP. So there we go. Nice. There's a heal up. There's no bleed, and I actually think that probably did me a really big solid, and I may actually be able to overkill this because specifically of that big solid that I have just done to myself. 20. We need to hit 10 more times in order to cause a break here. So we need to hit 7 of those 10 times as well. So there we go. Very nice. Let's go ahead and get that health down as low as possible. One hit and then we should be fine. Let's see if we can get the overkill with this guy now. I'm not too like gonna push it or anything. nice, 14k? No overkill, okay. Man, sometimes overkills are just ridiculous to get. I'm not too worried about it though. Like I said, he's not a terrible healing unit. He does his job, but he's a healing unit and he's a free-to-play, so not the best defense. Pretty low attack, and his HP is only like 7k. Really, really low. Not what you want out of a healer, because healer's usually going to have to sit in the front row, though you can put it in the back, so you're not too worried about defense, I suppose. You can pull it up from the back. Maybe you could stuck him in your back. He's not a terrible healer. If you don't have any other healers, he would definitely suffice. But overall, not a very good unit. I always think it's worth the grind for free-to-plays because this event is really, really easy to do. I mean, relatively easy. You can't really auto-battle it right now in Rebirth, but relatively easy to grind up, and it's like 16 Kaku for free. Really, really nice amount of Kaku, and if you were like me and you were saving that Kaku, you should definitely get him grinded up because it's 16 extra Kaku for very, very easy. As a matter of fact, overkilling his event itself is like one of the easiest things I've done in forever. Very, very nice overall. Anyway, I do believe that's all for now. Terrible unit overall, just being honest here. He's a decent healer though, but he's terrible besides that. But you should still farm him up for the Kaku. If you don't care about the Kaku, if you buy Kaku a lot, then maybe just farm it up enough for one dupe so you have all the free-to-plays because you're a collector. So 100%ing that makes it a better collector piece. Anyway, I'm out for now. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, and see you. Keep it peaceful.